What's going on YouTube? This is Rodney, Naftastic EDC, and my camera is looking mighty bright. I don't know what's going on. Is that a little better? Okay, what we have here is two Grail knives, two knives that I dream of owning maybe one day, especially this one on top. While this on the bottom is very nice after handling it, I really do like it, but the CKF is just right up my alley. So, any, mini, miny, mo, catch a rabbit by his toe. We have the Koenig. Oh, let me first stay off, right off the get-go, that these are on loan to me by an awesome subscriber of mine that has been awesome to this knife community, a young man known by Ryan Studfishing. He is an awesome dude, awesome young man that has started his knife journey early in life, and wow, this young man has a collection that old men get their salivary glands get to working when they see knives like this. So thank you very much, Ryan, Mr. Studfishing. You are a beast. Thank you so much for getting these to me. Sorry it's taken a little while to get them on underneath this camera here, because I have been drooling over them and I had to get them cleaned to get all my drool off of them before I could film them. So I think we decided, we did the eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing. And happy Easter, everyone. And remember, it's Resurrection Sunday. Easter is not about the bunny, it's about Jesus, our Savior. Anyway, I'm not going to go religious. I got to do what I got to do. As you can see, this is the Koenig, and this is the Arius. And while this knife has just taken the knife world by storm, I can see why. It's a great example of knife sweetness. The action on this, it can be flipped, it can be reverse flicked, with spidey flick, whatever you want to call it. The feel in hand, while very nice, and it has this cutaway for your thumb to your finger to lay in, feels really good in hand. It's a nice grip. There is no hot spots or sharp spots on it. It has a nice ramp for your thumb here. The blade profile is nice and slicey. It's got a nice sharpening choil built into it. Nice contoured titanium scales with a titanium, I'm guessing that's titanium or some kind of Damascus, I can't tell by the colors, with titanium hardware. Pretty sure it's all titanium. And a stylized D-shaped pivot. And you have the Koenig badging on the blade. I do not see any markings for blade steel. I'm not sure the blade steel on this. I can't remember. But the profile of this knife is very nice. It has the hole for a lanyard if you wanted to go that route. Just overall a really beautiful knife. I do like the shape and the look. But you know, I would like to have one of these in the collection, but I don't see it as one that I would dedicate my funds going to as a first or as a gotta have. I would like one, because I'd like to have one of every knife ever made in the American history of man. But that's not going to happen, because I don't have enough storage space and my bank account ain't big enough. But very nice knife. I do like this. The Koenig Arius feels fairly lean behind the edge. This is a hollow grind. It's nice and lean all the way up to the saber top grind, and it has a swedge on top that is also contoured in a hollow style fashion. I don't know if you can see that contoured spine. Very nice. Nice and thick down to the tip, but still thin. Just a very, very sharp knife. And I'm not sure what kind of age Ryan has on these knives and how much use has been put into them. But this knife looks pristine. It has a, I reckon you call it a glass bead finish. And you can see underneath the lighting, if I can catch it just right, there is some micro milling going on in this scale. I really like the Papa Blue on the backspacer and the screws. And the, like I said, I want to say that's more of a glass bead finish, but it might have a hint of stonewash in it. We have a nice blade length of about 3.5 inches of cutting edge, not quite 3.5. And if you were to measure from the tip to the frame, you'll probably be getting also about 3.5. Get a little more blade length back here because the shape of the frame. Nice contour. It has a nice cutaway to get to this lock bar, which has a hardened insert on it. Blade centering is just right down the middle, as you would expect on a high-end knife as this. I like the fact that it's got the hidden screw pocket clip. Nice ramping in and out of pocket. Goes in and out of pocket very well. As you can see, this is not a deep carry, but I really like the stylized functionality of this clip and the lanyard option if you decided to put a lanyard on it. It has a really nice sculpted look, multi-faceting. Just feels really good. It's a big knife. It feels good in hand. Overall length, we're looking at about 8, not quite 8.5 inches of, well, including the backspacer, because it sticks out a little further. We're at 8.5 overall length. It is a thick boy. It is a thick boy. We're at 560 thousandths on the frame. And I'm not sure if that's the widest point. That might have been one of the thinner areas. It's a little thicker back here in the back near the pocket clip. Action is just stellar, and we're at about 30% lockup. Not sure why my screen is looking so white. Sort of weird. Anyway. The Koenig Arius. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not. But very, very nice. I need to get these done, these little show and tells done, so I can get them back to Mr. Ryan. Now, this is the knife. Now, very nice case that comes with this. This is the Fife 23 with Zerk bolster, carbon fiber scales over the top of titanium liners, and a Zerk backspacer, and a titanium pocket clip. Now this is a front flipper only. The action is stellar. and it's a Philippe Georgette. I'm not pronouncing that right, I'm sure, but you can see the PJ there. Still got some of my fingerprints on it. Beautiful, beautiful blade. Nice, thick, flat grind. Fairly thin behind the edge and super, super slicey. It's M390, and I don't know if you can see on the screen there, this is number 230. I think that's what it is, 235. My glasses aren't very good, y'all. And the Zerk bolsters are just beautiful. Now, Ryan has been passing this around to quite a few in the knife community, and different guys have been handling it. I got this shipped from somebody that he had it out on loan to. Get it cleaned up. Get all my fingerprints off of it. Just absolutely gorgeous carbon fiber. I believe this is available in a shred carbon fiber also, and I believe a different bolster style. It has a nice cutaway to get access to the lock bar, which has a hardened insert in it, and this thing is just drop butter. Perfect. And looking at this one, I do like the size of it, and one day I can envision seeing myself getting one of these, but I believe I'm wanting the 523, which is just a little bit smaller brethren of this one. Blade centering is right down the middle. Just a really beautiful knife. Pocket clip in and out of pocket very nicely. About a ½ inch sticking out. Just really, really beautiful blade centering right down the middle. Seamless on the carbon fiber to the Zerk. There is a little bit of wear here and there on the pocket clip, and there's a little spot on the Zerk here. I'm sure Ryan knows about that from passing this thing around. I haven't been carrying these in pocket any. I have carried them around a little bit, but they've been wrapped up in the case or the cloth for the Koenig, and I've just been enjoying looking at them and pulling them out and flicking them open, because I didn't want to take a chance on hurting someone else's knives. There is some milling and interior relief on the inside of these knives. It looks like there's a pattern in there. I can't really make out what it is. I'm not going to take this knife apart. I might give it a blowout of compressed air to get some dust out of it from where I might have gotten some dust in it. The action on this is just superb. I know that these knives go for between $550 and $750 on the secondary, sometimes more. This is a highly sought after model, and I can see why. It is just front flipper perfection, and it's a big knife. It really feels the hand, no hot spot. This has nice jimping here. Just a really good feeling knife. It is a beast of a blade. I'm guessing it's about 3 inches, 960 thou, 970 thou. It's right at a full 4-inch blade. And I believe the 520 is just maybe a 3.5. I know that the 523 is available on pre-order on NC Blade right now. I would love to set that up and get one in. I think they have 3 or 4 variations right now, but they won't be released until November. And they are just absolutely beautiful. But that's what I have for you today. The Custom Knife Factory 523 by Philippe Georgette. If I'm pronouncing that right at all. Just beautiful contouring, multifaceting carbon fiber, thick slabs of carbon fiber, Zerk everywhere, titanium pocket clip, big old M390 blade, rotating on just effortless bearings. This thing is perfect. This is what I call a perfect knife. Perfect. I would love to have this in my collection. I would be scared to carry it. As with them, I got some knives that I'm scared to carry, but I like to carry about everything I own, but I would be scared to possibly damage this one. This is what I would call a safe queen. Absolutely beautiful. With that being said, that it is a safe queen, it just shows you how and the kind of person that Ryan is to send his beloved treasures out to us YouTubers and various people, non-YouTubers. I'm not sure who he's all sending it to, but he sends these out to people and lets them enjoy them and take a look at them, and that's just freaking awesome. This knife community is such a good group of guys. It's just wonderful, and I love being a part of it, and I thank everyone for letting me be a part of it. With that being said, thank you so much, Ryan, Mr. Studfishing, for letting me get to enjoy a piece of your knife collection. I look forward to any future trades or purchases or swaps or shares or anything that me and you have to do in the future. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope y'all have a great Easter on this Sunday. This is Rodney with Naftastic EDC and 2 beautiful knives, compliments of Studfishing. Y'all have a great day. Keep that edge right.